Welcome to the Digital Graphic Arts Intro course. This is my Canvas course I'm setting up for the new Digital Graphic Arts class I will be teaching next year. It starts out with my homepage. I've hooked my modules down here. It'll take the students to the module page, and it sets up, the modules are set up in order. So I've set prerequisites that in order to start the intro, you have to complete the orientation and then so on and so on. Down here, when we get to Photoshop, I've held off on prerequisites. And then the college and career ready will be something we'll be working on through the entire course in bits and pieces. So starting with orientation, this is just set up to teach my students. It'll be about the first day or two of school and just getting them set up in Canvas and how to use modules. Basically teaching them how to find messages in their inbox, participate in discussions, and walk them through the steps and how to get help. Once they complete the course, once they complete the orientation, they'll move on down to introduction. And I've just set up a few assignments. Here's meet the instructor, and it talks about just a little bit about me, introducing myself to them, and then they'll move to the next. And they'll go ahead and introduce themselves to me. And this will, actually I need to set this up as a peer review. I'd like the students to start to meet each other also. I've attached a rubric so the students know what kind of grade they're going to get. We go back to modules. In safety, I've gone ahead and I've embedded my safety demonstration, and it's here. It also will open up as a PowerPoint. And the students, this is a discussion we do. It's here to follow along with my discussion, and or if they actually miss the day that this is done, then they have access to it. The next assignment to this one would be the worksheet that they fill out, and then they end up having to take and pass a safety test by 100%, and they'll just work their way through this module to get through the safety pledge. And again, all of this stuff has links to the worksheets that are required. This is actually a legal form that I have to have, and I keep on record for years. The one thing nice about this is I actually have them now take a photo of it and submit that to Canvas, so I have a copy, a digital copy. I don't have to keep binders of these folders anymore. Back to modules. And then we start kind of getting into the meat of the actual course, talking about some principles of design. And it works through some different assignments and demos and things we'll do, and it ends with a quiz. So this will be my summative assessment at the end, and along with different projects they'll do that'll be more summative than an assessment. And I actually am going to tie this one right to an outcome. That's elements of principled outcome. I've set up all the different outcomes. These outcomes come right from the Utah State Board of Education digital graphic standards, and they call them strains and strands now. And so I just go through what is required, and I've actually put in some mastery levels so that I can attach these to their rubrics. So I've gone through, these are all the strands and strains that are required by the State Board of Education for this course. So going to show how I've attached those there, I'm going to go to Illustrator, and here's some beginning assignments. We're going to move down to where the assignments get a little bit tougher. And in the assignments, I usually like to show students some students' work. And then I have a step-by-step instruction so the kids can follow on how to create this angry orange monster. And then they go ahead from there and get a little creative and create their own. And then I have attached the rubric that will grade this. And then this is the strand that meets, and they can get a longer description of the strand that meets the mastery path. Okay, moving back to modules. The question bank. So we're going to move back down to quizzes. Here are quizzes I've set up. I'm actually just getting started. There'll be some more that will be added to this course. There's some more work to go on there, but I noticed in my orientation I'd have a practice quiz here. So this won't be graded, but the students can see if they did complete it, and I'll be able to see if they complete it. But this actually won't be attached to their final grade. It just moves them through the course. It will be required for them to move on, but it won't be attached to their grade. And the one thing is I am in Granite School District, and I could not get my quizzes to attach to a bank. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm setting up different bank groups, and I have to go back in and retype in or copy and paste every quiz question. It won't allow me to. I've looked up a couple ways, and I think Granite has, for whatever reason, has blocked that option. And so I'm working on trying to get that figured out. I tried a couple different ways by exporting and then trying to import it in, and it just doesn't bring it into a question bank. So I have some work to do on my question banks. But I think that has to do with the district I'm in and the allowances they have on that. Assignments and discussion. So if we move back to modules, I have quite a few discussions. So we'll start with typography. I usually start, and it should be up here, most of the modules with a little video and a short discussion, or just even an open-end discussion. And so this will be a video the kids can watch, and then I have usually a quick question, and then they will reply, and then are required to reply to another student's discussion. So that's how I use discussions in here. And then group, that would be an intro. I have a good one here. The logo design. This is an assignment where I have created an assignment for them, and then they also is attached to the strand. And this one has a peer evaluation. Oh, wasn't required. And I always require a 3, and I'm going to wait to assign the date until it's closer to when I am actually going to be doing that. And I like to keep them anonymous. I do teach a little unit on how to take criticism and give proper criticism on those before anybody gets their feelings hurt. Okay, on my Canvas page, I think I've covered everything, starting from my visual homepage and moving through different things. There's a lot more for me to investigate in Canvas and learn. The next thing I'm going to try to do is work with Nearpods. I haven't used that yet, so I'm excited to learn about Nearpod and keep adding to Canvas. It's one of my favorite teaching tools that I have found in all my 20 years of teaching. So thanks for watching.